we go. Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh. Welcome to the Roast of Sodapoppin. It's just sexy, beautiful. Everybody wants to taste, that's why I still get jealous. I don't like the way he's looking at you. I'm starting to think you want him too. Am I crazy, having lost ya? Even though I know you love me, can't help it. I turn my cheap music up and I'm puffing my chest. I'm getting ready to face you. You call me obsessed. It's not your fault that they hover. I mean no disrespect. It's my right to get hellish. I still get jealous. It's too sexy, beautiful. Everybody wants to taste. That's why I still get jealous. It's too sexy, beautiful. Everybody wants to taste. That's why. I wish you didn't have to post it all. I wish you'd save a little bit just for me. Protective or possessive, yeah. Call it passive or aggressive. Turn my cheap music up and I'm puffing my chest. I'm getting ready to face you. You call me obsessed. It's not your fault that they hover. I mean no disrespect. It's my right to get hellish. I still get jealous. It's too sexy, beautiful. Everybody wants to taste. That's why I still get jealous. It's too sexy, beautiful. Everybody wants to taste. That's why. Yeah. I still get jealous. You're the only one invited. There's no one else for you. You know I get excited. You get jealous too. I turn my cheap music up and I'm puffing my chest. I'm getting ready to face you. You call me obsessed. It's not your fault that they hover. I mean no disrespect. It's my right to be hellish. Hey. Smiles and chat, yo. I turn my cheap music up and I'm pumping my chest. I'm getting ready to face you. You call me obsessed. It's not your fault that they hover. I mean no disrespect. It's my right to be hellish. I still get jealous. You're too sexy, beautiful. Everybody wants to taste. That's why I still get jealous. You're too sexy, beautiful. Everybody wants to taste. That's why I still get jealous. Oh yeah, yeah. That's why I still get jealous. Sodapoppin, y'all. My name is 24K Brown Magic, providing you guys with the intro music. Press one if you down bad. This is the original song, y'all. Find this on my new band Spotify. Beach Boys, B-O-I-Z on Spotify. Oh yeah, yeah. Here we go. Keep hating on me, throw dirt on my name. Talk all your shit, bitch, I just keep changing the game. Y'all pussies lame, the fuck you want about? Well, I'm chasing my dreams, you just keep chasing my cloud. Jeremiah, baby, you know how I do it, drive the city crazy. Stacking up racks, keep killing up tracks, ain't finna be done till the city hates me. Right now they love me, you can't even think to put one above me. You pulling out cats, I'm putting out tracks, they sitting on stacks, you sitting here struggling. I keep protraction, you nothing but action, you know what I'm blasting is gold. You know what's happening when I'm around, passing my shit is too fiery, your shit is old. Just get the step, you city, you rapper, we work overtime, you can watch me explode. You hella down bad, I'm hella beast mode. Oh, I'm hella beast mode. And you must be down bad. You must be down bad the way you're coming at me. You're looking funny, it's just scummy when you running from me. You must be down bad, don't keep on gunning from me. You want me to make it till tomorrow, fuck around and you see. must be. You must be down bad. One more for y'all. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's jam. Clap. It's guitar time, baby. Song. This song's called Tonight. You can find this on the Beach Boys Spotify. Get funky, baby. Good vibes. Let me see you guys get funky, y'all. Clap. Here we go. Something like this. You're looking sexy, baby. I love the way you're dancing on the floor tonight. You got me sweating, baby. Every time I catch you looking in my eyes. So please, if you're ready, baby, maybe we should grab my things. Let's leave this place and see what a good night brings. Don't matter who's around, cause it's me and you tonight. Let's set this party right tonight. Hey, music's taking over like a tidal wave. Let the rhythm get you moving tonight. I can feel your body washing over me. Come take over me. Here we go. Hey. Feel some type of way every time you pull me closer into you. It feels like lightning, baby. You struck me in the heart when I start kissing you. So please, I can see what a good night brings. Don't matter if we're staying up until the morning light, when it's just you and I. Tonight, the music's taking over like a tidal wave. Let the rhythm get you moving tonight. You can feel your body washing over me. Just take over me. If you're ready, baby, maybe we should grab our things. Let's take a ride and see where the good night leads. Don't matter if we stay up until the morning light, when it's just you and I. Let me get a hey tonight. The music's taking over like a tidal wave. Let the rhythm get you moving tonight. Your body washing over me. Just take over me tonight. The music's taking over like a tidal wave. Let the rhythm get you moving tonight. I can feel your body watching over me. Just take over me. Thank you very much, y'all. Enjoy the roast of Sodapoppin. You need me to keep going, or we good? Thank you, everybody. My name is 24K Brown Magic. Find me on twitter.com/24K Brown Magic. Beach Boys on Spotify, BOIZ. I love y'all. You guys are so amazing. Thank you so much. Pop on by, get some jams. Y'all are fucking awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Roast of Sodapoppin, everybody. Thank you. It's so good to be here. Thank you, Cash App. Powered by Cash App, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you. audio is good. We're ready. Sir, you're going to have to not do that every time. Straight off the back of Shit Camp, we have one final event for you, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the Roast of Sodapoppin, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to get right into it after that 20-minute intro. Thank you so much to 24K Brown Magic with the amazing guitar playing. Thank you to Cash App for graciously sponsoring this event. And also thank you to the wonderful production staff at 100 Thieves for putting this amazing set together. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm going to begin. I have not read any of these jokes. They were all pre-written for me. Sodapoppin, where to even begin when describing you? You're a veteran of Twitch with millions of followers to your name. That's true. And what have you got to show for it? Nothing. You're a fucking loser. As you may have noticed, Chance's ex-girlfriend, legendary Leah, isn't here. She couldn't make it. I guess that's par for the course because, like most women in Chance's life, he couldn't make her come. We have a lot of roasters today, as you see on the couch. There are some people here that are not roasting. We have some audience members, so don't get confused if you don't see Milena come up on the stage. For the record, we invited Milena to roast, but she doesn't understand how to roast. Okay? She doesn't understand how to roast. First roaster up today is going to be BJP, the brother of Sodapoppin. Who else better to start the events today than him with a very special connection to Chance? Ryan, you know I've got to ask, what hurts more? The fact that your entire family lives off your degenerate brother or being a Cowboys fan? Ryan, you know I love you, but you are looking a bit old. Honestly, you are starting to make Jerry Jones look young.
He's so old.
I really hope you are not Chance's lawyer. That would be as useful as when Brandon Wheaton was your starting quarterback. Yeah.
I don't know.
The only thing fading faster than you are the Cowboys' memories of winning. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ryan, BJP, official.
Oh, wow. Don't fuck this up.
Yeah, Ryan!
Hi, everyone. It's great to be on the show. If you're like most of the audience and you don't know anything about me, just know that I'm Chance's older and better-looking brother. And I'm actually doing something productive with my life.
True.
I'm also an attorney, so I have to be a little careful today and make sure none of my clients up here fire me for roasting them too hard. So I gotta be careful. Most importantly, though, please know that I was adopted. I recently became the chair of a nonprofit, which means, unlike all these other streamers, I actually use your donations for good and for something other than myself. Isn't that right, Hassan? Speaking of charity, we're all here today to provide viewers for Austin.
Thank you.
I would, however, like to congratulate Austin for his official partnership with Alveus Sanctuary and becoming their environmental specialist. Clearly, though, I think there was some kind of miscommunication during that deal. He was supposed to go out and recycle plastic, but all he's been doing is recycling content. Although, I guess having Candyland on the last show may count towards both. Now, let me address some of the people that are here with us today. Cutie Cinderella. I'm not saying that Cutie gives off Karen vibes.
Oh my God.
But I thought the only org she'd get into was a pyramid scheme selling candles.
Yes!
Honestly, Cutie is one glass of wine away from being filmed at a restaurant yelling at a manager. I don't blame her, though. It must be annoying during the pandemic to have to put on another mask after doing all that makeup. Ludwig, before you laugh too hard, it's nice to see you, my man. Ludwig's Twitch career must feel like he's back in college, trying to join up with all the cool communities, but always ending up with the incels playing Smash. Now, watching Ludwig follow around OTV streamers reminds me of when my mom used to make me take my little brothers along with me places. Ludwig, if anything ever happens between you and Cutie, just remember the old saying, sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite. Will Neff, where you at? Will, there he is. Yay. Hard to recognize him with the new look. Will sounds like he has throat cancer, but don't worry. The only carcinogen he's ever been in contact with is the crap he used to write for BuzzFeed. Will has always been destined for success with a face for radio and a voice for a sex line. Sear. You know, growing up, I had to warn Chance about creepy strangers that might follow him around and try to touch him. But who knew he wouldn't face those threats till he met you? Now, we've all heard the saying, don't skip leg day, but Sear looks like he skips every day. I think your new nickname should be Tunk, because that's Canute backwards, and you're definitely the opposite of him. Behind every successful man like Chance, there's a streamer like Sear, providing all the sex appeal and just waiting around for a host. Rafflegator. You know, I've got to be honest, I never thought I'd see you in a room with this many real people. Just remember, no matter how uncomfortable you feel talking to us without your VR headset on, we feel more uncomfortable having to look at you without a VR headset.
True. That's anti-Polish.
Good timing, Hassan. Hassan purchased a mansion recently because, frankly, he hates poor people.
Yeah! I'm obviously a Chance's Rose.
Oh! Shut the fuck up. I do think it's a bit hypocritical for a leftist to buy that much property. It's about as hypocritical as all the conservatives claiming they can't breathe out of masks now when they had no issues in the past when the masks were hooded and pointed. Oh! Being honest.
Even the conservatives got roasted.
Now on to Nick. Nick, it's good to see you, my man.
Hey.
Nick, I'm not sure, can we get the camera on Nick, please? I'm not sure if Milena doused you with a bottle of bleach in a fight or you just lost a bet. But I can't blame you for trying to hide the only hairline here that's worse than mine.
Okay.
Nick looks like he's permanently living in the part of a drug commercial where it's all gray and they're listing all the problems in his life. To be honest, the only thing that Nick holds on to tighter than his JV hockey MVP trophy is my little brother's side for relevance.
I mean, it's true. What can I say?
In fact, Nick only started dating Milena because he thought she was Swedish and would be able to help him milk Chance even more. Now, last but not least, my baby brother, Chance.
Yeah!
Before I get to him, though, I do want to express my regret that my other little brother, D. Kane, couldn't be here today, but his probation officer wouldn't let him leave the state.
Wait, is that true?
Might as well be.
When we were growing up, I spent hours and hours coaching Chance in chess and basketball, tutoring him in school, helping him prepare for the SAT, and he ended up as a streamer.
What a waste.
Yeah, if you think all that was a waste of time, how do you think my mom feels trying to teach him how to treat women? Oh. One thing I really appreciate about you, Chance, is that you never let success change you. Here you are, all these years later, still pretending you're playing with your imaginary friends and girlfriends. Instead of doing it on the bus like back in high school, though, you're now doing it in VR in front of tens of thousands of people. I will say, though, you sure talk a lot about being rich for a guy that still has 2 roommates at the age of 27.
It is great, though.
It really is.
Chance does help me out quite a bit, though, because whenever I'm feeling down, I just realize that even with all that money and clout, you can still end up devastatingly alone. Now, finally, I just want to end with this. Chance, do you know how hard it will be for you to do anything in life with that toilet paper roll story existing on the internet? Oh. Now, I changed your diapers when you were a baby, so I get it. But every time you visit family, we have to replace the toilet paper with baby wipes to stop you from violating our property. Oh my God. So, now, I know this is a roast, and I'm going first, and I wanted to set the tone, but I do want to say that, obviously, I love my little brother, and I'm so proud of him. So, Chance, thank you for bringing us all here to properly make funny. All right.
Oh, God. Good job. That was great.
Give it up for Ryan, everybody. One more time. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. Up next on the Roast of Sodapoppin, we have a good friend of mine, Mr. Will Neff.
You need to look at the sheet for that.
I do. I do. We changed the order many times.
Okay.
After Hassan betrayed the people by buying his $50 billion house, Twitch chat were desperate to find a replacement who was more like them, more relatable. The poor man's Hassan. Then they found out that that man was Will Neff and decided their streamer being rich wasn't that bad anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, bring it up for the blonde bombshell, Mr. Will Neff.
Oh man, here we go again. Another roast. Big shout out to Austin for throwing this event. These events are stressful. I can see that the stress has aged him terribly over these past few months. In fact, he's aging at such a rapid rate that his asshole has a separate entrance for black cock now. I sold that joke, but it's a great joke, so I had to use it.
That's me.
Austin keeps telling me he wants to have kids, which is going to be tough because he's going to have to stop swallowing them first. This is the first time I get to see Rob in person. It's interesting because Rob looks like a reverse Hassan, hydrocephalic head on a withered body. My buddy Sear is here. Sear only fucks women that look like they work at Tisch Art School. A lot of people smoke after sex, but Sear's just a human cigarette. Sear's that kid that we were all nice to in high school because we were worried he would shoot up the place.
I'm so planning on it.
Yeah. Nick and Milena are here. Everyone got mad at Milena for drinking too much at shit camp and throwing up, but I know the truth. She actually threw up because she caught Nick jerking off to Cutie's Wiki Feet. I just wrote this because I didn't have time. It's not a joke, but Nick is the Rachel Dolezal of Twitch. I was worried when I heard Nick and Milena were coming to an event called Shit Camp because I was sure that Milena was going to end up like Gabby Petito.
Oh no!
That's a topical joke.
Nice knowing you, Will.
Cutie Cinderella is what you get when you wish for a cool, hot girlfriend on a cursed monkey's paw. Cutie's feet makes Hassan's dick look clean. When Cutie Cinderella gets her period, I imagine it's like that scene from The Shining where the elevator doors open up. All right, okay. Ludwig's catchphrase these days is mogul moves. But did you know that back in the day he had a different brand, a brown star based on his asshole? If he were to recreate that brand now, he'd have to superimpose all of his roommates kissing that asshole. I'm a little upset that Ludwig rigged the kickball game, but it's okay because he's going to give all that money to my favorite charity, the Hassan Piker Relief Fund.
Why are you roasting me with all of the other roasts?
That's what I do. Hey, Hassan is here. Hassan's only here because Austin promised he'd reimburse him for his time. You know, I know a lot of the jokes today about me are going to be about how Hassan Piker carries my career, but if you watched any of the footage from this week, you'll understand it's the other way around.
Yeah!
Hassan Piker is the Stephen Hawking of Twitch. He never leaves his chair. Ryan's here.
Yay!
Ryan looks like the fat kid from Up if he grew up and started stealing Toyotas. All right, and then the man of the hour.
Yay!
Soda poppin', soda poppin'. You know, everybody talks about the glory days of the soda poppin' stream, the throwbacks to such memorable memes as soda a gay, or go and get the shovel, or just mentioning his mole. Yep, those were clearly more creative days. Soda's biggest joke is that he's gay, which leaves many to beg the question, what's the joke? The first time my girlfriend met Soda Poppin', the very first thing he said to her was, I think I disappoint my sex robot sexually. To which my girlfriend turned to me and quietly said, I believe him. No, honestly, Chance is one of the most genuine guys I've ever met. You won't believe what a sweet person he is behind the scenes. The only thing is, if he drinks any more wine, I'm sure that Sierra's gonna fuck him.
Good job. That was great.
Good job.
Give it up for Will Neff one more time. Up next on the roast of Sodapoppin, we've got Sodapoppin's good friend Rafflegator, whom this is not a joke. This is a quick story. Yesterday, there was a miscommunication at the hotel. I booked several rooms at a hotel, and they didn't realize he had checked in. So when I checked into my room, I walked in on a butt-naked Rafflegator sleeping on his bed. It's not a joke. I just wanted to tell that story. Yeah. Nothing showed the decline of competitive Overwatch more than a team willing to putting Rafflegator on it. A man so Polish he actually shits out pierogi, a man with many names, VR Chat's bad boy, the pimp of VR Chat, or in other words, king of virgins. Give it up for Rafflegator.
Fucking idiot. I've had a bit to drink. I'm sorry. All right. Hello, guys.
Hey, Raffle.
Hi. I'm Rob Malecki.
Raffle?
I'm Rob Malecki, aka Rafflegator. I'm just here because there's a lot of fragile egos, and they needed someone to make them feel better.
True.
There's a lot of familiar faces here, and even more familiar voices. Hassan, long time no see. The last time I saw Hassan was on a dating show I hosted in VR Chat over a year ago. Can you believe he lost? It turns out that your looks can't make up for your boring political takes on a virtual date. Will.
Hey.
You've gone through some pretty big changes lately.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about G4. You went from looking like a rock star that fucks every single night to looking like your favorite song is Pumped Up Kicks. That gun range stream made me really nervous. The truth is, ever since that kickball game, whatever school was nearby has been on lockdown to this day. Nick, honestly, I don't even have a roast for you. I want to thank you. Me and my girlfriend were having a rough patch, and after hanging out with you and Milena, we realized how good we really have it. When I heard Sodapoppin's family was going to be here, I was getting ready to talk to D-Kane about music and role-playing. What the fuck am I supposed to talk to BJP about? Taxes? Golf? What life was like during the Great Depression? I'll make this quick so you could go home and watch Jeopardy. All right, Now, I don't know you, Ludwig, so I asked my viewers about you, and they told me you were like a modern generation Saturday Night Live, aka a fucking awful version of a place that used to be funny. Ludwig brings an all-new meaning to sleeper streamers. Your viewers care so little about content, they pay you to sleep. And Cutie, I don't know anything other than people are afraid of you. And I can see why. You literally look like the token crazy bitch. I originally thought that he did these subathons to be shameless and get a lot of money, but I think he does it to get away from you as long as possible. You should go shopping with Sear, though. He already buys his pajamas at the petite women's aisle. He just forgets to take them off when he leaves the house. Sear claims to be this big variety streamer nowadays. But no matter what game he plays, it's always the same thing. You're dead, or you lose. There is something in this stream that's variety, though, and that is which big streamer he's gonna suck off that day. Mizkiff, Chance, or Summit.
That's so true.
Now let's talk about Mr. Morris. What an absolute legend. He gets girls, he's very talented, and he's very handsome. I'm talking about Chance's dad, by the way. He was supposed to come, but he's too busy fucking my assistant. Chance isn't getting laid anytime soon. His true love Vigor is never leaving the house. You guys tease him over his skinny cock, but what do you expect with him jerking off all day? Chance masturbates so much that his balls have started producing tumbleweeds. And that's why I love him. The day we met, he sent me a picture of him laying in bed with his dog with some kind of sock animal over his cock. And then we watched a hentai of guys who fuck different types of monster girls.
We did.
I'm starting to think it's not a coincidence that animals and cocks are often present when Chance meets new people. Me and Chance have seen a lot of weird shit together in VR chat. A live Super Mario themed porn shooting where he got fucked in the face by Luigi. A sex dungeon where a horse with an automated cock fucked him in the ass. And a degenerate party where a Dami mommy made him get down on his knees and worship her. And out of all the things I've seen, the most awkward moment in VR chat will always be when Chance's mute Happy Thoughts did a voice reveal.
Oh no!
And you can pinpoint the exact moment Chance realized his mute had a bigger cock than him, and he was too turned on to continue hanging out with them. Despite all this, Chance is a good role model for kids. He's living proof that you don't need hard work, dedication, talent, skills, good looks, or even an education to be a millionaire. For those of you who say he got here by being good at games, remember that Chance is the only person in the world who Sear has made rage quit a game.
Fuck off.
Seriously though, Chance is a good guy. He treats all his friends and even strangers to dinner. I'll never forget the time he took me to a fancy steak restaurant. He was wearing a stained Fantasia t-shirt. And when I asked him about Fantasia, he said he's never heard of it. He then ordered tortilla soup, chips with queso, and he asked for no avocado. He then pulled out a bouncy ball out of his pocket and tried to bounce it, but it flew across the whole restaurant. When the waitress brought us the bill, I handed it to Chance, and she thought I was stealing from a mentally disabled person. And I'm proud to call that mentally disabled person my friend. I appreciate you, Chance. I hope it's
Hey, nice job. Give it up for Rafflegator one more time. Big round of applause. I know they're not roasting, but Minx and Casey-tron have entered the building, everybody. They're not roasting, they're just here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next on the Roast of Hassan is somebody that I regard as one of the most funny people in the world. Don't bomb, please. Mr. Sear. I just want, wait. I just want to know, to let you know how much I love you. This line was written for Will Neff. This was not written for me. I think they messed this up. So everybody, bring it up for Mr. Sear.
Read it.
I'm going to read it. Okay. I just wanted to let you know how much I love you. I have on a brotherly level. Regardless of where we are in the world, even in the best of places, it's possible to feel alone. With a motherfucker like you treading this planet at the same time as me, knowing that in itself is enough of a reminder that I'm never alone.
What?
And he didn't write that?
That was, everybody see her. I should have read it before.
You're gonna fucking embarrass yourself. Just give
Oh,
up.
that was embarrassing.
Somebody said, was that a eulogy?
Thanks for inviting me onto the show, Austin. It's a pleasure to be here. Austin has somehow convinced streamers again to stick around for one of his shows following a much bigger and better planned event. I'm not sure why he hasn't just moved to Texas yet. He'll be able to leech content easier and flirt with Schlatt more. And me. It's funny when you think about it. All the washed up streamers are in Austin, but Austin can never get in the washed up streamers. Chance's brother, Ryan, is here, my lawyer. Ryan looks like Mr. Clean got addicted to meth after his life fell apart trying to gamble like Chance does. I mean, imagine being the lesser known brother to a person who's the lesser known version of like 50 other streamers. Hassan! Now, Hassan is the only guy here who is more out of touch with his style than me. You know, Hassan looks like a caveman stumbled into an LA fuckboy character creator and somebody pressed the randomize button. The man is a millionaire and can't afford a mirror. He drives a 2001 Toyota Camry and still asks for refunds. My outfit showcases class while his outfit showcases class struggle. The only time he takes off his tax the rich fanny pack is to fuck a trust fund model. Hassan is responsible for 9/11. That's my joke. That's my joke. That one's mine. Okay.
Not dancing on the rooftop.
That was my only joke.
So true.
Nobody asked, but you know, I actually studied French in college, and Ludwig's jawline reminds me of the French monarchs who had a condition called Habsburg jaw. But surely that can't be the case unless your grandparents were like cousins who fucked each other. I will say though, thank God Ludwig has French heritage and is accustomed to the foul foods. It's the only way he's able to go down on Cutie. The closest Cutie Cinderella has been to being a fairy tale character is when she asks into her magic mirror who's the new upcoming female Twitch streamer and publicly berates them. Cutie has the vibe of one of those girls who thinks she's quirky because most of her friends are men, when in reality, she's just a bitch. It's weird to think that Chance could last longer jerking off defeat than Will Neff lasted as a popular streamer on Twitch. I didn't write that, don't worry. Will Neff is a living example of how this industry could swallow up any creative potential and spit out a React streamer. Hey, I'm guilty of it too. Okay. Now, on to my friend Rob. Rob looks like the physical manifestation of Soda's IQ. Rob is the guy that every friend group needs. Someone who will always make others feel good about the way their life is going in comparison. You look like you think at 10 words per minute. That's my joke. The only thing that's more forced than the RP in Rob's lobby was that terrible laptop ad he did. The 18-inch beast, baby.
They don't know about it.
Nick is also here. I love the Amber Rose cosplay, by the way. Nick was the most heartbroken after Miz and Maya broke up because it's a sign that a streamer's money will no longer keep around a woman. way out of their league. I mean, just look at him now. Nick looks like the not so slim shady who can't stand up.
So good.
Sodapoppin section. Now on to the man of the hour, Mr. Sodapoppin. Chance, I don't know why, I always want to fight you. I actually always want to beat the shit out of you.
You would lose.
For any of you who might not know this, Chance is a porn addict.
It's not even funny.
His dick has taken so much abuse over the years that Chance has started referring to it as his little poem. Honestly, the closest Chance's dick has been to being clean is when he sets fire to his pubes. I wouldn't be surprised if he was so desperate that he gets head from his vacuum cleaner. Thank God he grooms himself through, though, or else every time he took out his dick to take a piss, he'd be there for 10 minutes looking for a needle in a haystack. Yeah. What the fuck? Judging by how much time Chance spends in VR chat with those mutes, it's pretty safe to say that he's probably jacked off to more dudes than Austin. Chance? You do it too.
You jerk off the dudes?
Yeah.
Chance, you truly are unique. I can't think of any other streamer that's been around as long as you have and has never once been relevant.
What the fuck?
Aspiring streamers take note from Chance. Don't take advantage of your viewers by flirting with them on Discord.
Whoa.
Just take advantage of them by selling them shady gambling sites. Chance's way makes you a millionaire. The other one makes you lose revenue for a year. Just like in real life, Chance hasn't had any luck in online dating. He's the only guy I know that isn't able to sext. First of all, he's the only guy that suggestively sends a pencil emoji. Second, every time he sends a picture of his... Secondly, every time he sends a picture of his dick, he gets reported for child pornography. Chance is responsible for my success. Thank you. We do sell a lot of cocaine, so if you're interested, feel free to go to my website. ChanceandShareCocaine.com.
Well done. I don't actually like you. I fucking hate you. Sit down.
What? What do you want?
One more time for Sear. All right, our next roaster of the day, just like his moderators, he exploited my writers for all of their labor. Wouldn't be the first time. Ladies and gentlemen, what?
You brought me here.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for multi-millionaire Hassan Piker!
I'm not even funny. I don't know why you keep making me do these things.
It's because you have a lot of viewers.
That's true. Yeah, I know. None of the Minecrafters wanted to come here. Well,
That's
except for Ted, I guess, and Connor. He's not a Minecrafter anymore. I don't know why I'm roasting you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't write most of this stuff, so I don't know. Here goes. Okay. I'm putting as much effort into this as Austin is. All right. Thanks for having me on again, Austin. You're wonderful. I heard that Comedy Central was considering threatening legal action for stealing their roast format, but luckily they were worried about the optics of suing a self-made Indian man. So they decided against it. Which, that's why we're here again. I don't know how you got away with treating all of your shows like Zoom calls for so long, Austin. You barely paid attention. They were disorganized. No one even knew what they were doing. And we all knew you weren't wearing pants, especially when I was on them.
Okay, you're not my type.
Yeah, I know. Well, Soda is.
Well, not anymore.
Apparently. Austin, I've been trying to come up with a decent joke. It's like the 8th time I've done one of your roasts, so like every time I have to make jokes about you. For a couple hours, I've been thinking like, what can I come up with? But it's almost impossible to think of something original when your only personality trait is being gay. You've made me a homophobic person, Austin. Your driving is atrocious.
Thank you.
Also, you're a bad gay.
What? Yeah.
You are. I'm gonna say it, okay?
Tell him why I'm a bad gay.
Finally saying.
Tell him why I'm a bad gay, Hassan.
You have 0 girlfriends.
Yes.
And then the only time you interact with girls is to take them away from your guy friends that are trying to flirt with them, so you can have girlfriends.
I'm not. They don't know I'm gay.
Anyway, this was personal. They do know you're gay.
They don't know I'm gay.
They know.
They know. They don't know at first because all you talk about is football.
Okay.
and then you're like, oh my God, you look so pretty actually. You really gay it up. Anyway, okay. All right, let's move on from Austin. Rafflegator is here, so we might not know him. Rafflegator is thankful for all the controversies coming out of Blizzard because he's no longer the biggest degenerate to come out of the Overwatch scene. Rob was literally the reason there was a brief VR moment on Twitch. It was also the reason it ended immediately. You were there for my lowest points. Like I realized like I need to change my life. In the middle of the pandemic, you know, thousands of people are dying, and I was sitting on a Saturday night in his like strip club that he operates, getting a lap dance from a dude. I don't know who. Most likely a dude. You know. Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Please.
It was great. Cutie and Ludwig are here. Thank you for coming, guys. This was wonderful, the event that you guys threw. Cutie and Ludwig are the perfect example of the gender pay gap. There's no question Cutie is the better streamer, but somehow Ludwig can put in half the work and make 3 times as much. Oh. Yeah, sorry. However, yeah.
It's pretty funny.
No, that's pretty funny. No. It's a little funny.
However, she's also a great argument for the gender pay gap. Could you imagine how much more unbearable she would be if she made the same as some of the guys here?
Jesus Christ.
If Ludwig was an ice cream flavor, he wouldn't even be vanilla. He has all the personality of an ice cube. Ludwig, how does it feel that you are so boring? Valkyrie and Sykkuno decided to replace you with Miskiff. I didn't write that one, but I wish I did.
Oh my God.
Because it's very good. Ludwig works out for months and still has love handles big enough for Cutie's man hands to grip onto. I don't know why I'm saying that. Yeah. He's the only person in this room whose ass gets more of a workout than Austin's.
Whoa!
That's debatable.
I don't know if that's a pegging joke or just how gigantic his ass is. It's massive.
Do I have a big
For those
ass?
of you who don't know. No, his ass.
Oh, fuck. My bad. Fuck
Austin
you.
got so excited.
Yeah. Time to talk about Nick. I love Nick.
Yay.
I don't know how to roast him super hard, but I Googled Nick to see if it could provide any material on him, you know? And the top result was for the National Sex Offender Registry. Weird.
I'm working on getting that changed.
Okay. I feel like if Ludwig is the Jimmy Fallon of Twitch, then Nick is the Bill Cosby. Except much less successful. Which is a good thing. Not for a lack of effort, though. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Keep going.
What's up, Will? I don't have too much for you because, like, I feel like every time anyone ever, you know, mentions me, it's just like an automatic roast for you.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm just gonna read out what they wrote here. Will got so tilted from being called my sidekick that he went and had a Britney moment. He went from Prince Charming to Trailer Park King. Will, that hair makes you look like the kind of guy who doesn't wear deodorant because I don't need. They say use your Texas conservative impression.
Go ahead and do it then.
I'm gonna do it. I don't need none of that estrogen blocking my natural scent. Okay. Chance is so obsessed that he went. By the way, this is fitting. This is actually a joke on Sear, and I didn't even mention him. I started off by mentioning Chance, which is kind of like, you know, because Sear is like the will to Chance, you know? Chance is so obsessed that he went and got a knockoff brand of me, following him around to suck his dick. Sear, I know your viewer count is low, but if you wanted some of my clothes, you just had to ask. You didn't have to go follow me into Goodwill. Now on to Ryan. Okay. Ryan looks like a gym teacher that really pushes for hands-on learning. Ryan. It's fucked up. Ryan uses that hat to hide his bald head like Soda uses Alinity to hide how fucking lonely he is. I just want to thank Ryan for being here and stopping me from being the oldest person in the room, even though Will is older than me and no one ever brings that up for some reason, but I guess, you know. Yeah, they just don't really care about Will, so that's why.
Oh, God damn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to fucking roast you back a little bit, you son of a bitch.
I didn't make your dick dirty.
Okay. My dick is not dirty. Stop. Okay. People might roast me for dressing like I'm a decade younger, but Ryan dresses like he's in his 60s. The baseball cap, polo shirt, and khaki drip makes him look like he's undercover in a retirement home. Now, for the man of the hour, the man I love, Sodapoppin.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a little risque. Okay. Please don't cancel me, Minecraft stands.
Let's go.
Just kidding. They probably stopped watching when they realized that like Rambo or Tubbo or whatever the fuck other British kid is not gonna show up to this broadcast. Okay. Soda still uses the R word a lot. But don't worry, guys. Once you see him try to talk to a woman, you'll see he gets a pass. Telling Soda he can't use the R word is like telling a black person he can't say the N word. It's his word to say.
Yes.
Oh man. I don't know if anyone remembers the toilet roll shortage in the beginning of COVID, but it wasn't because people were panic buying toilet paper. It was because Soda was desperate to find a roll thin enough to make his needle dick feel big.
It's not that thin.
Okay, I'm gonna cut out this one. I don't really like it. I'll read it. It's kind of not great, but even with all the streamers buying NFTs, Chance is still the only non-fuckable twink that nobody invested. Okay, it was good, I guess. All right.
Why are you cutting out jokes on the fly?
I don't know. I wanted to LARP as you for once on one of these things. Okay. Soda, how does your financial advisor react every month when he sees the majority of your income is spent on VTubers OnlyFans?
It's true.
Do you still even have a financial advisor? You're poor. That's not even a roast. It's just sad.
Stop.
I know I often talk about taxing the rich, but don't worry, Soda. I don't think you fall into that category at all anymore. Especially with how far below me you are when I look at how many viewers and subs you have. In case you didn't understand that joke, I'm calling him poor. That's it. Thank you for having me. You know, you're great. You're wonderful.
I don't even like
You want to hug again?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Give it up for Hassan Piker. Yeah. Thank you. Our next guest on the Roast of Sodapoppin is Cutie Cinderella, everybody. Cutie Cinderella. Cutie is such a bitch. It's true. Cutie is such a bitch, she has to apply makeup to two faces every morning.
You've used this joke before.
Wait, have we? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Cutie Cinderella.
I will say, a lot of my jokes have been used, so if I repeat, I'm gonna do my best to not do that. But anyway, thanks for. Shut up. Thanks for having me once again, Austin. You know, when you announced that you were starting this roast show, I really thought you were going to try something new. But you've had me on every show, so I guess it's just like the old days, huh? I spent the last week with Austin. The whole time he was trying to show off, boasting how good he is at sports, how strong he is from working out, but I realized the only thing you're powerful at is your bottom. So. People give Austin so much shit for pretending to be Indian, but for some reason no one gives Soda shit for pretending to be straight. Austin is so desperate that we were at shit camp and we had a slumber party. I said, hey, we're gonna do facials, and he pulled up Grindr. Get it. True. Speaking of men, Austin likes Hassan. Hassan is one person that has always used his platform for good. He talks about politics, gives his viewers advice, and even supports female streamers by putting a pillow under their backs when he fucks them.
I wish.
I'm not kidding, though.
You wish.
He
wishes he put the pillow on her.
I'm not kidding. He's supported hundreds of female streamers. They're just in the just chatting section hoping for him to call him back. Not only is Hassan rich enough to buy a house, he also has enough disposable income to buy 4,000 view bots for Will's stream. It's really sweet. And about that house, I've seen it. It's pretty big. And maybe with all that extra closet space, you could finally invest in a wardrobe that doesn't make you look like a groomer infiltrating a TikTok hype house.
That was good.
Speaking of Hassan's investment, thank you so much for being here today. Hopefully, here, I'll just, maybe this will make up for your time. They're Gucci. Will that? No, take this one, Nick. Okay.
I've seen your feet. I do not want these.
Well,
I cannot sell these.
That's not true.
Nick will buy them.
Will is here, of course, in case you haven't seen the show before. He's the guy you'll see on the roast and be like, wow, he's so funny and underrated, but then you'll never check out his stream.
That is true. That is true.
I'm kind of tired of seeing all these jokes about Will just being Hassan's sidekick when he's got so much more going for him. He's strong and tall, masculine Nordic features. It's no wonder Nick was slipping something into his drink before the show. Will, I love the new hair, and I have to say, you don't even look like a plain old lesbian anymore. You look like a trailer park lesbian.
Yeah.
When I found out that Ludwig's parents were related, I was a little surprised, like the rest of you, and then I stopped and I looked at him. And I thought, God, there's got to be more incest in that family. This past week, I brought Ludwig to shit camp, and I learned he's kind of a hypocrite. Kissing other streamers for clout and gay baiting is Aiden Ross's bit.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. All right, you two. I don't take any credit for the way Ludwig dresses. He says he wants to dress like Hassan, which is why he looks like shit.
You dressed me. This is your fault.
Yeah, you look great. Send me props.
Fuck you.
Ludwig and I actually have a bit in common. After being together for a few years, he still uses his fake laugh, and I still fake my orgasms. Rafflegator. It's great that even though you spend all your time doing role play with children on VR chat, you're still not self-conscious about looking like a pedophile. I'm gonna be real with everyone here. I don't have many Rafflegator jokes. I spent as much time writing his jokes as people do watching his stream. So moving on.
Damn.
Between Austin, Hassan, and Will, there's enough propecia in this room that even BJP shouldn't be balding. Honestly, Ryan, we're just proud you made it here without your walker. If you need anything like a diaper or prune juice, I can help you out.
You old fuck.
I had to do some research on BJP. I didn't know you were adopted. And even though you grew up in a loving family, things weren't without their struggles. See, as a kid, he could never play baseball because he didn't know where home was.
Oh my
And
let's go.
And the best part is Nick asked Austin to switch us around because he didn't want to follow this, but Austin forgot.
Oh shit, I misread this.
It's all right. Nick's favorite food is French fries, so you guys can tell. Recently, there was an article published that eating fries every day actually shortens your lifespan, and Nick, I really hope you keep eating them. Nick's morning stream gave me a lot of nostalgia of my childhood. See, my parents got divorced and one of them was an alcoholic. So. I can't be too hard on Nick though. He has brought some of the best content to Twitch by having Milena on his stream. So. I think it's cool that you dyed your hair blonde because now we know what it'd be like if Eminem was black. I know I just said Nick looks like Eminem, but he actually reminds me more of Bill Cosby. I'm just waiting for the twit longer to prove it.
Well, they're not right there.
Sear's here. Sear honestly does so much GTA roleplay, I was hoping he could eventually act like someone people like. I'm just kidding! Your personality is great when you're pretending to be someone else.
That's true.
Sear dresses like he wishes someone would finally invite him to do cocaine. Sear's just like Johnny Depp. He has a drinking problem, is a great actor. Now I just wish someone would punch him in his face. Sodapoppin. Sodapoppin recently set a new world record in World of Warcraft. Longest time spent in the game without getting arrested for sexual assault. Soda looks like someone Austin would settle for after Ludwig said no.
What the fuck?
True.
You know Sodapoppin is from Texas because it's the only reason his mom didn't abort him.
Jeez,
Oh shit.
Lots of girls want to suck Soda's dick, but it's just impossible since Sear's mouth is always on it.
Oh my god.
All jokes aside, Soda, you really don't have any excuses. You have less self-control with the R word than Sweet Anita does. Everyone always makes fun of Sodapoppin's plastic doll of a girlfriend, but I'm confused because I didn't think you asked Elena to be a girlfriend when she was in town.
Oh no!
Praying now.
This is pain. What's going on?
Actually, now that I think of it, Soda's put his dick in more toilet paper rolls than women.
Wait, that's true?
I know Soda is really insecure about his thin dick, but I think that's from years of friction from his hand. I'm not sure who masturbates more at work, Soda or Blizzard executives.
God damn.
That's all I've got. I've met Soda this year. I've got way closer to Soda. He's one of the most favorite people I've met. And I'm so happy that you still invite me to your house. So.
Give it up for Cutie Cinderella again. Coming up next on the Roast of Sodapoppin, everybody welcome Mr. Nick Pollum. Nick. Oh, okay, Nick.
Yeah.
Nick, there's a reason there's no other women on today's show other than Cutie Cinderella. It's hard to find female creators that don't have an active restraining order against him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Nick Pollum!
I'm sorry. We'll talk about
All right. Well, I asked Austin before the show started, so I wouldn't have to go after
Okay,
Cutie.
I put the arrow in the wrong place. He said to do it, and I switched the arrow in the wrong place.
Cutie just annihilated everyone and people that weren't even here. But we'll give it a go. Okay? So thank you, Austin, for having me on the show today. I appreciate that. Austin is bisexual, more like by yourself.
Jesus Christ.
Great joke, babe.
Thank you.
That was really good, Nick.
Thank you. Austin is in such a dry spell that people in Africa are holding fundraisers for him. Sorry about that one.
It's true.
When Austin first called me up to ask me to appear on a show for Chance, I assumed it was for a lover host so we could finally get him to move on from the sex dolls and graduate onto the real thing. But when I found out it was for one of these roasts, so I guess we're gonna watch him get fucked in a different way. Sorry for this next one. Firstly, I gotta address the elephant in the room. BJP looks like the kid from Boss Baby grew up and got diabetes. I'm not saying that you're short, balding, and fat, but you look like Joe Rogan after he took ivermectin. I still want you to be my lawyer. I'm sorry. Okay. Then we got Lud and QT. Lud has pectus excavatum, which is a condition that means his chest actually goes inwards. Despite this, he's still got the biggest tits in the relationship. I'm sorry. I think they're all right, by the way, just personally. Was that? Oh, I'm sorry. Lud, I'm so sorry. Seriously, QT is so flat that Lud sometimes mistakes her for one of his 13-year-old boy viewers. QT, I just have to say, you have the only feet here that I wouldn't suck, considering considering giving up my foot fetish after seeing those things. Was that
Don't
okay?
say all.
Casey and Meeks are still on the list, so you're not safe. Hey Ludwig, what do you think fell more, you doing Jump King or your stream after the subathon? Oh God, this next one. With the amount of Ludwig has been leeching off OTV, I think it's fair to say that he's been exploding more Asians than Apple. I love OTV, I'm so sorry.
No, you don't.
Scar's awesome. Will Neff is here with his back-to-school haircut. When I first saw his short hair, I assumed he caught the same cancer that his content has been giving the rest of us for the last couple of months.
Hello?
I like your cut. I don't. Will sounds like he's been taking 10 dicks a day in the throat for the past 5 years. Austin's been trying to help him recently get those rookie numbers up. Maybe one day, Will, you won't be known as just Hassan's sidekick. Just how everyone conveniently forgot that Seer was Aniston's +1, which is a YouTube guy. Seer, you give off the vibe of a man who looks at his reflection when he's jacking off. He always brings a pillow to the barbers to hide his raging erection which he gets from staring at himself in the mirror. Sorry, Rob. Rafflegator's head is so massive that if they ever make a Funko Pop of him, it will have the right proportions. If you and Hassan swap heads, and you look like regular humans. Hassan actually wasn't supposed to be here today, but he thought that roasting was a cool new slang for shopping at Hot Topic. Despite what we all see in front of us, Hassan is actually starting to get a big head. Listen, Hassan, being a smart guy on Twitch is like being the guy that gets the COVID vaccine only after their family member dies. You're still an idiot like the rest of us.
True.
All right, let's go to Chance. Now, I've known Chance since the beginning. Been here for a long time, and I know him more than most people. Chance is a 27-year-old degenerate with no sex life who spends his days playing World of Warcraft and jacking off to anime girls. This isn't a joke. This is true. He's literally the guy that parents were worried that their kids would turn into when they bought them their first Game Boy. Yet somehow, he's the most successful brother. Oh. Sorry, Ryan. True. Chance tries to act like his sex life isn't tragic, but the only women you've been inside are either plastic or your mother.
What? I mean, you came out of it.
Oh, yeah, true. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, not like.
Sorry, I forgot that we have to be born.
You guys get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Thank jeez. Soda revealed on stream how self-conscious he feels over the fact that his dick is thin enough to fit in a toilet roll. On one hand, I think it's great that he's challenging the stigma for guys with tiny dicks who face it on a daily basis about it being a problem. On the other hand, I hear that his dick is so small that even his sex doll has to finish herself off. So maybe you should keep that to the future. Keep to yourself in the future. People say that me and Chance are like two peas in a pod. We're like a pair. Separate, we're just incomplete, but together we make the whole room feel uncomfortable.
We do?
Especially the girls. I've never seen Chance's family happier than when they found out that he was streaming with Alinity. I can still remember the look on their faces. Not because they liked her, definitely not that, but they were just happy to see that it just wasn't another sex doll. This one could talk and form coherent sentences. Well, kind of. Oh, this next one. I've always wondered why you stayed with legendary Leah for so long until I saw her walking up the stairs. You'd have to be there to get that one. Ryan gets it.
I don't get it.
I get it.
You get it? If you were along. Okay, next.
It was her vagina. Guys.
Stop.
Oh, I remember that. Okay.
It's been so long, but we all remember it. Okay.
I'll try to forget.
I remember the first day that we met IRL at the airport. You're walking around, talking to your camera, saying how you're looking for your black friend, and you were worried that you were going to die. I walked up behind you and I placed my hand on your shoulder, and you screamed like a little girl. Then you proceed to make fun of my car and sit on my semen-stained seats, which is still there to this day. It's crazy how almost a decade later, that still happens. It's hard to believe that it's been as long as it has with the amount that we've grown, especially how much that mole on your face has grown. You really need to get that checked out. There's also a mole on the back of his head too, but people don't really know about that. It's disgusting.
You guys should see. It's really gross.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hello?
Sorry. I never thought that I would spend my 20s taking care of another man, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Again, thank you, Chance, for my career, everything like that. You got me, Milena. Without her, I'd probably be single just like you. So, thank you. Well done.
Good job.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh. Nick Pollum, everybody. We have, before we get to the second to last guest, we have a special guest coming that nobody here knows about. I'd like to give a big shout out to the sponsor of today's broadcast, Cash App. Everybody, please. Yeah, Cash App. More specifically, the 100 Thieves Cash Card has been restocked and is available in the Cash App as of yesterday. The card, yeah. Thank you. The card is $5, and $1 will be donated to Gamers Outreach for every card purchase. Need to be 18 years or older to purchase, and we'll have exclusive boost incentives tied to the card. Thank you, Cash App, everybody. All right, up next on the roast, we have somebody who has a podcast named The Yard. It's so bad, it causes viewers to switch it off and go outside. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ludwig!
Okay, you can let go. Okay.
Bro, you're such a sellout now.
I know, thank you.
I looked at his grinder when we were at shit camp, and he said "Bussy powered by Cash App." All right, look, Roast of Soda. I haven't done a roast in a while, but I heard Pokelaw's was supposed to be here, but Nick told me he couldn't come. Just making a couple jokes. Nick, you look like an expired chia pet. Every time Hassan jerks off, he sets a timer so he doesn't come too fast, which is the same thing Austin does when he watches Hassan stream. Hassan's not even here right now.
Hassan Piker!
You know what? I'll go back to him later. Yeah, hey, Austin, how's it going here? Thanks for putting this on, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm honored you invited me.
Thank you.
Not enough people give you credit for putting this together, but it doesn't count as a Cash App sponsor if they just give you 100 subs. Okay. You know? Lyric figured that one out. A lot of people are going to say the worst part about Austin is that he never streams. I think it was the brown face for 5 years, but that's fair too.
It was 10.
You did a sponsored Genshin Impact stream yesterday. You guys probably didn't watch it. That's kind of like Lil Nas X doing a Catholic church stream. What the fuck do you know about Genshin?
I know a lot about Genshin.
Rafflegator. A lot of people are going to roast you for your view count, but not enough people are going to roast you for being fat. Seer, you're going to be the funniest one up here. You were the funniest one up here, and you're still going to go home with the smallest view count. Hassan! Hey! Hassan, you trended on Twitter last year for saying America deserved 9/11. Thank God you didn't say anything dumb this year. You look like a U-Haul. I always wondered how many views you'd get if you were ugly, but then I watched Destiny stream.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Will, you're one of the most talented people here. I really believe that. And I know it was probably a tough decision, taking comedy, something you love, and abandoning it completely. I mean, this guy, Will Neff, had the bravery, the cojones, to look his dreams in the eyes and say, no, thank you, and go to G4. I salute you. Great job. I love Will and Hassan's relationship. You know, they say that romance is dead when couples break up, but I think bromances are my barometer. If they break up, then, you know, love really is dead. You guys are rock solid, like Nate Shot, Nick Merckx. He's not here, right?
Not the compound.
Oh, we're in the 100 Thieves compound, I forgot. Okay, that's my bad. Soda, you innovated a lot on Twitch. You gambled before train wrecks. You played Among Us before OTV, and you had a psychopath girlfriend before me. I mean, seriously, Cutie is such a bitch. Anyway, next joke. Some of you might have forgotten that Soda's the co-owner of NRG, alongside the likes of Alex Rodriguez and Shaquille O'Neal. Soda, you're about as useful to NRG as Nick's to OTK. Some people call Mitch Jones the less successful version of Soda, but DKane already exists. Don't laugh, BJP. You're less successful than DKane. You're like the third Manning brother. But honestly, I didn't write that many jokes. I'm just happy to be here. You are on my Mount Rushmore of streamers, and I've stolen everything you've done and gotten more successful with it, so thank you so much.
Oh, God.
Well done. Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I didn't hug you. Sorry, one more time.
It's all right. Yeah, we can hug.
Oh, sorry. Whatever. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We have one more guest before we get to Sodapoppin. You don't know who this is. I flew this person out. It is a person that
It's Dustin.
brought you into this world. Ladies and gentlemen, the big raucous round of applause for Mama Poppin! Give it up! Give it up! Keep applause! Give it up for Mama Poppin! Hey! I think she brought something for you guys.
Yeah, I brought a bag of soap. Take one and pass it around. And I brought this for you, Austin. You need Jesus.
Okay.
He's gonna catch on fire.
He's crying.
Crying chance?
You got my mom.
Now it's going to be harder to do.
Go all in, Mom. It's okay. I can
Okay, I'll go in. Austin, thank you so much for putting this together, this event, and having me here today. I was actually hoping that when you said you'd be flying me out, that you were going to propose to Chance. But you're such a beautiful man, Austin, and you know, I should have known you were out of Chance's league. So you just invited. I have to do this, baby. Okay. You just invited me here to roast him. But don't worry, you'll find someone someday. I would recommend just creating another Twitter account to express yourself better. But then you'd have 3 DMs that nobody would slide into. Now I think it's time that I address all the rest of my son's friends that are here. Hassan. Hassan. I'm a big fan of yours. I'm a very liberal woman. It's amazing to see someone come on the same platform as Chance and actually do something for good. Hassan teaches and informs the youth about leftist politics. Maybe, though, if he just stopped talking and took more selfies, he would bring that viewer count up, and and the Democrats might be able to hold the office for 4 more years. I have to say, though, Hassan, even my son is smart enough to know that when you buy a big house, you at least share it with people and spread the wealth. So, QT Cinderella, it's so nice to see you. I mean, I love QT because it's really heartwarming to see more women my age. I mean, successful. You're now my second streamer on TSM, just behind Greek God X. Who needs double lift when you can have a QT Greek God fake? Who needs double lift when you can have a QT double facelift? I want to say, though, that everyone's language today has really been appalling. I personally don't use swear words, but if I did, I would call QT Cinderella a bitch. Ludwig. Thank you. You're such a nice young man. You would be one of my favorites here today, but it's just that sometimes when you speak, it makes me wish your appendix had finished the job. Speaking of finishing the job, I'd warn you about using protection, but it seems you already transmitted that annoying laugh to your girlfriend.
Oh my God!
I'm glad you're here. Met you on the plane. I wanted to congratulate you on being the first alcoholic in 2 realities. I know you're from Overwatch, but in reality, you need consent to touch a woman. You always wonder how a person can spend so much time of their life in VR, and then you just take one look at Rolf Gator and you understand. Will Neff, I'm glad the Cash App compound is pet friendly, so Hassan could bring you today. Let's hope some of that $3 million went towards a nice big doghouse. Hey Nick, I wasn't sure you were going to make it here to the show today, but when I got here, I saw all the women carrying mace and covering their drinks. So I knew you made it. Did you get here by plane or by riding Chance's coattails? It's good to see you here and to see that Milena hasn't murdered you yet.
Not yet, not yet.
Now on to my sweet Ryan. It's so nice to be a mother of a child that we actually chose to have. Best $50 I ever spent. Even though we lost the receipt and couldn't get a refund. Ryan, you've been a blessing. I know it may feel like you're living in Chance's shadow, but growing up being a 4-foot person, you should be used to living in people's shadows by now. Sear. There you are. Okay. Hi, Sear. You're the only one here who looks at Chance more lovingly than I do. But that's okay. I don't think my son's love will ever be won over by a variety streamer. We all know that that's just code for not having consistent viewer count. So now I got to talk to my babe.
I don't.
Yeah. People always ask me if I'm concerned about all the drinking and the drugs that Chance does, but I did that when I was pregnant with him, and he still managed to become a millionaire. When he was younger, Chance used to paint the walls with his poop. True story. It seems he never really grew out of that because nowadays he spreads his content all over Twitch.
I don't like it.
Chance has always been injury prone as a kid. Basically a walking accident waiting to happen. So I'm really glad he found a job that he can do without ever leaving his bedroom. Speaking of Chance's childhood, I can't believe I spent all that time yelling at him when he was a kid to get off that stupid computer, focus on school, because video games were never going to get him anywhere. I also can't believe how I was so proud of Ryan for doing well in school and getting his law degree. Well, who's the stupid one now? Chance never worked, never had a job growing up, never. So I cannot tell you how excited I was when I was reading the New York Post and saw an article about my baby boy finally getting a real job at a restaurant. Until I read the article and saw it was a fake job in another video game that he already quit because it was too much work. As far as I can remember, Chance has always enjoyed making people laugh. So I'm not surprised he's become an entertainer. His fame has worked against him, though, as he's been swatted multiple times. I have to admit that when Ryan called me to tell me the police raided my son's house, I assumed it was Dustin's. It's a good thing we figured that out, because I don't think Chance would survive in prison. Again, I don't like to use curse words, but if I did, Chance would definitely be someone's bitch in prison. In fact, he might be more popular there than he is on Twitch.
Such a great job. Give a standing ovation for Momo. Ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour. He has taken shots for a good hour and a half. Let's give it up for his opportunity to take shots at all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sodapoppin!
Okay, God help me. I don't know why I have to start after my own mother. That's not fair. I should have went before you. You should have been last. That was good. Also mean. No one's coming over for Thanksgiving. Just letting you know.
Everybody's invited.
I know, no one's coming. All right, okay. I actually wrote all my stuff down.
With a pen.
Yeah, my hand still fucking hurts. I haven't used an actual pencil forever. All right. Thank you all for coming to my roast. It's been a pleasure. It's been a blast learning everyone's true feelings to one another. I'd like to point out. Oh, God, no, I'm not starting with that. Yeah, I'll start with it. All right, I'd like to point out that I did, in fact, make just about everyone's career here. It is true. Without me, they would not be famous enough to even be here in the first place, besides the communist guy and his friend. Or the gay one. But I sat here and listened to you all roast me relentlessly because I'm humble. All right. That's why I don't want to start off my mom, man. It's brutal. All right, let's get started with the most annoying person here. Ludwig is known for his mogul moves, like convincing children to give money to a millionaire. If Ludwig was any more kid-friendly than he already is, we might have heard more about his involvement in the Smash scene. Speaking of the Smash scene, Cutie lives in a house full of Smash Bro players. You would think they'd be more excited to have a girl in the house, but she's not 14. Cutie, which one of your default-skinned, white-looking roommates is going to get outed for grooming first? I really am hoping it's going to be Ludwig. All right. After TSM joined up with the cryptocurrency, I thought they wouldn't be able to find another or a worse pump and dump scheme until they signed Cutie Cinderella. When I heard Cutie was putting together Shit Camp, I thought she was talking about designing Hassan's house. The saddest thing to come out of the house scandal is that we confirmed Hassan is too poor to buy good taste. Also, I learned recently he's too poor for a nice car. His car is so shit that you have to crank the fucking windows down and up. It's probably where he got all that upper body strength from rolling the windows down. Trying to pay for LA downtown hookers. But having a shitty car is not necessarily a bad thing. It means you've got one thing left that you can use to pander to poor people. It's a nice Ford POS. Having Will, Hassan, and Seer in the same room feels like when a new couple runs into a toxic ex. Like Will finally escaped his relationship with Hassan and found someone who truly loves him and appreciates him. You know Hassan is in his room listening to the new Drake album, getting a BJ from some hot bitch. But still asked her to speak with a raspy voice so it sounds like Will so we can finish. Hey, Seer, you keep trying to be a variety streamer, and that's funny enough. Your content copies me, your style copies Hassan with some form of school shooter, and your age copies Will. At least you aren't Rafflegator. Rob, you are truly the embodiment of the word pathetic. You look like a Geodude. You have less physical capabilities than competitors in the Special Olympics, which you prove by breaking your collarbone doing a Fortnite dance in VR. And your sex life is getting VR lap dances from depressed alcoholics, which you are also one. You prove that. You're literally drunk right now. Honestly, I think I should just take away my auto host and let your channel die. I'll give Rob some credit. He's the favorite stream of incels everywhere. Instead of using women for content, he uses men dressed as women in content or for content in VR. All right. I was gonna make a joke about Nick having the worst hair until Will decided to do that. But then, while writing that, Nick decided to do that with his. Okay, hold on. Nick is easily the whitest person I know. In fact, he's actually white and just permanently doing blackface.
It's true.
If Nick gets any whiter or Marlena makes that spray tan any darker, one of them's gonna get banned for a hate crime. Sorry. All right, Austin, it's nice seeing you finally get some good content. On Austin's newest show, he had the legendary Robert Paulson on, and instead of diving into some of the incredible stories he probably has, Austin spent the entire time flexing that the Vikings were better than the Lions and comparing the growth on your vocal cords to his throat cancer. A true display of Austin taking someone else's story and making it about himself. If Austin becomes any more self-obsessed, he'll have to change his name again, but this time to Mizkiff. All right. Last, my brother BJP. Motherfucker, you look like Benjamin Button during an awkward stage. You look 57, but have the body of a fat 14-year-old. Ludwig might be interested. BJP, or Ryan, recently ran into his ex in Vegas. You're telling me all about the story, and I don't know what I was more surprised about. The fact that you ran into an ex out of state, you had an ex to run into, or you can see or find anyone in a crowd being as short as you are. All right. To end it, thanks again for coming to my roast. I made most of you, I made Among Us, and I'm the best. Blah, blah, blah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that about does it for the Roast of Sodapoppin. Give it up for yourself. Let's give it up for everybody. Keep the applause rolling. Mr. Will Neff, everybody. BJP, Beauty Cinderella, Ludwig, Sear, Hassan, AMP.